So what's it like and what should you expect when you hire a business coach? So I'm driving back to the airport now. I am a business coach and I've got clients who hire me to do private coaching, and I've got clients that I work with in my mastermind. Both, all of my private clients are in both. But I'm driving back to the airport now. I just spent the last day and a half with a set of business partners. Actually, it's a married couple, and they hired me, first coach they've ever hired, to work with them there. Now, I don't want to give away too much because it's personal information and private information, but their company is a little over a decade old. They're doing 8 figures in revenue. They're very successful. Things are going really well, but they have had the sense for a long time that they had not maximized what they could be doing as a business, even though, personal income is good. Everything about them financially is in a really, really good place. So we just had a day and a half of our first meeting. And so it occurred to me as I'm driving back to the airport that I bet you also want to know what it's like when you have that first meeting with a business coach. Well, the first meeting with a business coach, if you have a good business coach, is going to feel completely overwhelming. You should walk away from that meeting feeling like, holy crap, there is a bazillion things that we have to do, and I don't know when I'm ever going to find time to do all of them. That's what it should feel like. But a good business coach should be making sure that before he leaves or she leaves that meeting, that you make sure that the client understands, hey, there's a game plan here. We just went over all the stuff that we're going to be talking about, but there's going to be a game plan. We're going to go through this methodically, a little at a time, and there are 2 or 3 action items that have to be completed right now. The rest of this we'll get to when we can. So what are the things that you should expect to have happen when you start working with that business coach for the very first time? Well, that business coach that you're working with the very first time should go over things like your organizational chart. As a company, if you're doing any kind of significant revenue, you should have a deep discussion about the organizational chart. Who's employed? What roles are filled? What roles are gapped? Is there a gap in a role that needs to be handled? Is there a way to shuffle people around to handle things that aren't being handled now? These are things that a business coach should be talking about with you. Also, there should be talking about systems and processes. You should be talking about hiring and onboarding. You should go over finances. And really, that's probably one of the most overwhelming things, is that when a business coach sits down and go through the finances with a new client, not everybody, but a lot of times the client has never had anybody go through their P&L. They've never had anybody analyze a balance sheet to show them what they're seeing. Most entrepreneurs, probably just like you manage you manage your business, your finances, by looking at the balance in your bank account. You say, hey, well, we got $1 million in the bank account, we're good. Well, maybe you are, maybe you're not. We need to look and see what trends are showing up in the way that the finances are playing out. So your business coach should be walking you through the finances. And all business coaches are going to have different levels of expertise when it comes to understanding and analyzing finances. And I'm not one of the world's best experts at it, but there are certain things that a business coach needs to understand and help you as the client understand, so that you're paying attention to what is important as an entrepreneur. Now, some of the other things you're going to do now, for me as a coach, I take my clients through something I call the Wheel of Success. And this has 10 different categories that I help my clients think through and rank on a scale of 1 to 5. And it's subjective ranking, but they get to subjectively decide where they are on a scale of 1 to 5 in these 10 different categories. And then it presents them with a wheel, with a version of a circle. Most times the circles are pointy and they have lumps and dips in it, and they're not very balanced. And this is just a physical representation of what it looks like when your life and your business are not balanced correctly. And so our goal is to, over the course of a year, because I work with my clients for a minimum of a year, sometimes 2 or 3 years at a time, is that we try to get that wheel of success balanced out as quickly and as evenly as possible. And it's really, really important. We want to make sure that happens for the client. So when you're working with a business coach for the first time, he or she needs to have some sort of methodology to help direct you on where you're aiming at, what you're trying to accomplish here. Now, the other things that a coach are going to work, the other things that a coach is going to work with you on are going to be related to the specific needs of your business. So if it's sales related, there's going to be some sales issues. If there's some systems related things, if there's marketing, like we had a conversation today about marketing and how to do that. So here's what you need to understand. This is kind of the bottom line. A business coach should give you perspective. It is not his job to act on anything specifically. It is not his job to execute anything specifically. That is your job. Your job as the client is to be the person of action, is to be the one that executes on the strategies. A business coach, his job or her job is to give you perspective, because you and your business have been looking at your business through blinders. And that's not a problem, except to the extent that you need perspective. So you're so close to the business that you can't see what other people see. The beauty of a business coach is that the business coach is going to give you perspective. His view of this is going to be much wider than the narrow view that you're looking at things. So just getting someone to help you walk through looking at things with a wider perspective, that's the main job of a business coach. The business coach doesn't have to be an expert in marketing or finances or payroll or HR, but he should have perspective in all those things. He should be able to provide you some expertise, recommend resources. I probably recommended no less than 6 or 7 books to my clients over the past day and a half, none of which I expect them to read in the near future. They don't have to read them right now. But there are certain things they need to have on their radar, things that they need to do for personal development outside of just the meetings with me. Now, just in case you're wondering, I only take 7 private clients per year, and my fee is high because there's a tremendous amount of value that comes from working with me as a business coach. So the fee that you pay your coach should be returned to you in new savings, new opportunities, new revenue, new profit within at least the year that you're working with them, but probably more like 5 or 6 months. And that's the guarantee that I make with my clients. Most of my clients see a 300 to 500% return on that fee that they pay me for the year. And I only work with 7 people because I want to give personalized attention. I do it this way. I work with all my clients by doing a 45-minute scheduled call every single week, same time, same day, every single week. Now, obviously we change from time to time because if we have vacations or meetings pop up like this week, I can't do my calls with my clients this week because I am traveling on the day that I normally talk to all my clients. And that's fine. They understand that. Sometimes they travel and I can't meet with them. But I meet once a week by phone on a scheduled call with my clients for 45 minutes. They have access to me through a private chat group, just between me and the clients, private, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they can email me. Of course, they need to email me, but I prefer doing it through the chat. And then I go visit my clients physically at their office, which is why I'm right now flying back home to Nashville today. I physically visit my clients 4 times a year, approximately once a quarter. I go and I spend about a day, day and a half with my clients on site. If that's something you're interested in doing, then there's going to be a link in the description of this video for you to apply, because I don't take everybody as clients who applies, because I want to make sure that you've got enough basis and foundation that there's something to work with. I'm not working with people starting brand new businesses. I'm not working with people that are barely making ends meet. I'm working with people that are generally doing 8 figures and up in revenue. You don't have to be doing 8 figures, but generally that's who I work with. And they're doing well, and they just need to get to that next level. And so if that's you and you want to apply, then click the apply button. Let's schedule a call. I think that apply button leads to, once you schedule a call, a 1-hour call with me where we can actually dig in to find out, is there a way that I can help you? And if I can't help you, and sometimes that's the way the call ends up. It's like, hey, I can't help you, but here's some resources that I can send your way. If that's something you're interested in, click the link in the description. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And I hope this helps you if you're thinking about hiring a coach, no matter if it's me or somebody else. but this is what you should expect when you have your first meeting with a business coach.